You know when you do those like games where it's like 2 truths, 1 lie? This is one of the most craziest truths. I'm banned in Russia. Something to tell the grandkids, I guess. Guten Tag. No, that's not even Russian. That's German. And it got so much backlash. There was spray paint all over the doors. Like someone smashed our windows while we was all working. My dream people to be on my podcast would be... Oh my God, please come on the pod. I'm asking you directly. My sugar daddy bought me a £6,000 Louis Vuitton bag. I think I'm booed up. What? Yeah, guys, I know, I'm not even telling anyone here, but... Everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spill with Will. Before we start, please subscribe and like and comment. Today we have a soloist. Woo! I'm gonna do an Austin and say, sit down, everyone, relax. God, it is wild. I have an espresso martini in and the sun's out, we're indoors, but it's all right, we keep moving. I freaking love this. It's actually not that strong. It's really, really nice. Shout out Monica for the cans today. Monica's my manager. She always gets the alcohol and the drinks before because I'm like, I need something just to like loosen up a little bit. Today I've asked on my Instagram, my TikTok, I've asked you to send in your dilemmas, your questions, your advice. So this is like an episode where we can really get to know each other and for me to really just spill some tea about me, my life. You guys can know a little bit about what it was like growing up in Cornwall, because I feel like whenever I tell people I'm from Cornwall, they're always shooketh because literally was the only gay in the village. So we'll start off with the first question, and I actually was on TikTok live as well, just asking. I just said, guys, ask away, and everyone was just asking away. So the first question is, could we get some makeup tips? This one's really hard because obviously like I'm not doing my glam right now, but the number one question I always get is people don't know how to set their makeup because they always says it creases. They have really like bad creases under their eyes when they set their makeup. So I always say it's about the product you use. I love the Huda Beauty Loose Powder, obsessed with her. And it's also about your skincare. Like if you're not skin prepping and priming, then your makeup isn't gonna look as flawless. So I would say make sure your skin prep is good and also use a good quality product. I swear by the Huda Beauty Loose Powder, like she is the best powder ever. And I've been using that powder for like, I would say like 5-6 years now. Like, if I use that powder in nearly every single video. So yeah, and I also love the Too Faced concealer. That has been a go-to concealer of mine for a very, very long time. So Too Faced, if you're ever listening, please sponsor me one day. I would freaking love that. I need to, please. Okay, so I got asked a lot on TikTok was, how did I start my career? So I worked in a makeup counter. Well, first of all, let's just go back. Like my first ever job was working at my parents' restaurant. So I did a bit of hospitality for like 2-3 years, which is fun. Then I worked at Lush Cosmetics during college. Everyone's always like, they can tell. Because I just feel like I give off Lush. Like it's very extra. It's all about bath bombs. Like everyone's a bit high off the smell, I think, including me. Everyone's like you walk in, boom, someone's like, hi, how are you? It was a really fun job, but I don't know why we never was told to act crazy, but everyone was just a little bit high off the smell, I guess. And the number one question was, did you ever get a headache working at Lush? No. I think you get used to the smell. And I loved working there because the ethics behind Lush is so amazing. They stand for some amazing things. They do so many causes. The only thing I would say though is because they did like a lot of like campaigns, and I remember there was one campaign and it was against like police officers, and it was about the fact that police officers are undercover. Do you remember? No. And it was like a huge campaign in store. Oh my God, I worked at Lush Cosmetics during that and it got so much backlash to where I remember like there was spray paint all over Lush the doors, like someone smashed our windows while we was all working, and like it was a massive backlash because people were saying like you can't say that about police officers, which I kind of get, but then I'm also like, but there are undercover police officers out there in relationships with people, so I kind of get both sides. But yeah, some of the campaigns that Lush did were definitely like risque, especially as employees. Like we're just here to get my £9 an hour, like I'm here to go and that's it. And yeah, some of the campaigns they did were like crazy. So yeah, that was my second, I would say that's my actually first job because I worked in the restaurant. That was like family business. So I was kind of like, I grew up into that. Then my first proper job I would say was Lush. Then I moved to London when I was 18. I was like, gotta get out of Cornwall, like, thank God. And then I moved to London. I applied for like 40 makeup jobs. I always get asked as well, like, about like, how do I get a job working on a makeup counter and all of these questions. You just have to really put yourself out there and just apply and apply and apply and apply. I think I applied for like 40 makeup counter jobs, didn't get approved to one. I kept trying, and then I finally found a makeup job, and it was working at Morphe in the Stratford store. So I worked at Morphe for like 2 years, and then I moved to Selfridges, which is a bit of a, like, you know, bougie. I loved it. And also lots of sugar daddies there. All the Arab men loved a bit of Snatched, and I loved working at Selfridges. But yeah, that was my first ever retail job, and I stayed there for like 4 or 5 years. And then I during lockdown is when I started posting on TikTok for fun. Like, I just started posting for the lols, didn't think it would go anywhere. And then I had my first viral video. And then, so this is one of the questions, was what was my first ever viral video? So I did like a hashtag called no hashtag because the girls and gays love me. And it was like a makeup transition video. And oh my God, it went so viral. And I felt like I was Beyonce. I think I got like over like 10 million views. And after that, I went back into retail, and I just thought, oh my God, I had my first viral video. Let me post more. Let me do more makeup videos. Started posting Get Ready With Me videos. And it just really went from there. I feel like I'm most known for is my Get Ready With Me for my dick appointment. So I did like a sneaky link series where I was literally getting ready for dick. Like, that's like, sorry to everyone. I know. No, but Monica, that's what made me go viral. So you can't complain. And that's why I'm here today. So I did like this was like my unhinged era where I just posted whatever, but everyone always asked me, was that real? And it was like, yeah, like I actually was getting ready for a dick appointment to meet a guy. That was my sneaky link at the time. And yeah, I was getting glam, and that video hit 18 million views on a Get Ready With Me chitty chat. And that video, I think, really made my career go from like 10k to 400k in like a week. And then Monica reached out. Then ever since that, like, she was my first ever manager that I've ever worked with. I've not really been managed by anyone else, and I've been with the same manager for now, like, would you say like 4 years? 4 years. So I've been doing social media now for like 4 years. It's been busy. It's been chaos. I feel like I've grown so much. I feel like when I first got signed by my management, I was so young. I didn't know what I was doing. And I remember we used to cry when we used to get our first ever brand deal. It's just wild to think that now we get brands messaging us all the time, and these are like brands that I used to like dream of working with, and never did I ever think I'd be in a position where I'm working with like NYX Cosmetics, Garnier, like all of these amazing makeup brands that I wear every day. And I remember I used to like save my coin to get like a palette, and I'm working with this brand with this palette. Like, it's wild to me. How did you grow on social media? I think it's honestly, I always get asked this. If you want to grow on social media, it's about consistency and like what makes your content different to everyone else's. Because now everyone and their mum is a social media influencer. I joined though TikTok when everyone was like, why are you on TikTok? Like, what? That's a bit embarrassing. Like, no one was on TikTok at the time. And I remember when I had like 10k on TikTok, I genuinely thought I was Rihanna. Like, I thought I was so famous. And everyone didn't believe in the app, and now everyone's on TikTok. It's crazy to see the growth on TikTok because like everyone's on it, but I genuinely love the app because I think it's made so many creators that aren't your typical like model looking, like for example me, like I'm just a normal boy that wears makeup. Like, it's given us the opportunity to be able to like express our content and just be ourselves in our videos, and anyone and whatever content you do can make a job out of TikTok, which is amazing. Yeah, so I always get asked like, how do you grow on social media? Consistency. And I honestly think like if you want it, then just freaking fucking go for it, because if I can do it, then why can't you? Like, do you know what I mean? I got one of these questions as well. Who would I love to have on the podcast? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a clip out of this. I am manifesting my dream people to be on my podcast would be Mandy and Anna. Oh my God, Sisters in the City. They are probably the reason as to why I started my podcast. I freaking love their podcast. It's just so real and unfiltered, and they're just themselves. So Anna and Mandy, please come on the pod. I'm asking you directly. Tag them below, everyone. I'd love for you guys to come on the pod. And also, Madam Joyce. Love Madam Joyce. Sips and cocktails. Freaking love her. Well, those are the 3 people I'd love to have on the podcast. Those are like on my vision board for like who I would just love to have a chit chat with. That would be like oh my God, I fucking made it. Who was your first lover? I actually, my first lover was when I literally met my manager, and we broke up quite soon after. And it was my first relationship, and oh my God, people don't talk about like the heartbreak with your first relationship. Oh my God, the heartbreak I had from my first relationship. I genuinely didn't eat. I know, shocking, and I didn't, and she's eating now, but I didn't eat. I was crying every day. Like, it was so dark. Like, I was not myself. You genuinely feel like you've lost the world. Like, you soon realize though, girl, what was you doing? Like, why was you crying like that? Like, everything happens for a reason. And I get questions about like, how do I get through heartbreak? Just honestly surround yourself with friends and you'll get through it, and you'll soon realize that was the best decision that ever happened. I got freaking ghosted. Like, I don't even know the reason as to why the person I was with broke up with me. And they just one day just literally shut their phone off. And I remember I was crying to everyone, to my manager, to my mom, to my best friends. I genuinely was not myself for a long time. And I just soon just got myself back together. And I think you just soon realize that everything happens for a reason. And I am so happy that I left that relationship. Well, he left me, but I'm so happy that he left me because, girl, like, there just was no longevity in that when I look at like the bigger picture. But do you know what's nice? Like, they see me everywhere. I'm everywhere, bitch. Christmas beats that. I'm there. You can't get rid of me. Who was your first ever collaboration? My first ever collaboration. Oh, Monica. You should know. My manager's in the background. My first ever collaboration. I don't know why, but I always remember my first ever event I went to. And Rimmel. I think it was Rimmel, yeah. So my first ever collab was with Rimmel, and which seems quite surreal because I'm still working with Rimmel now. I just did an ad for them with these lip glosses and lip oils, so it does feel quite surreal to be working with Rimmel London still. I remember my first ever beauty event. I went to the beauty crop. It was like this cocktail making class. Wow. I remember like I was so nervous, and it's crazy because now like I go to an event like every day now. It's like a thing. But like I remember when I went to my first ever event, I was like so scared. But like it's funny because at these events you see the same people every week. It's a bit boring, but love it. Love the networking, but you see the same people all the time, which is fine. It's quite nice just to be like, oh my God, hey girl, literally saw you last week. Are you dating right now? Yes, I am dating right now. Okay, so I feel like every single time I talk about my love life, I'm always like, oh my God, guys, it's shit, crickets. I think I'm booed up. What? Yeah, guys, I know, I've not even told anyone here, but I actually am seeing someone. So I really hope they don't watch this pod because I'd be so embarrassed. But I'm hoping that they don't watch this pod. I'm manifesting they're not watching this pod. I am dating. So the funny thing about this one is that I met this guy like 2 years ago. We went on one date and we met through Hinge, and it just kind of like fell off. Like nothing really happened. I don't actually know what happened. It just wasn't really like nothing. It's just nothing happened. It just went a bit quiet. Then I bumped into him like a month and a half ago in Freedom, and next thing you know it, we're chatting. We've been on like 3 or 4 dates now, and we dyed each other's hair the other day. My hair's now cranberry red, if you didn't know. And yeah, it's going really, really well. So positive, like big slay. And I'm just enjoying getting to know someone. I feel like I've not really been dating like that. Like normally I'm like one day and that's it. Have you ever sent nudes? Yeah, like I have in the past, like when I was like really young, like when I was like in my crazy era of like, I think in the gay community it's so normal to send nudes like on Grindr, like everyone, like you go on Grindr and like in like 5 seconds you see a dick pic and it's just like 24/7. The guy that I was speaking to, I saw on his phone that he was on Grindr, and that low-key put me off. I know. See, this is the thing, like I just feel like I'm already like seeing little red flags. Where I'm just like, if I'm speaking to a guy and they're on like Grindr, what? That's just like, I'm looking for a man. I'm not looking for someone that's on these like cringy dating apps, like looking for a quick hookup. Like, no. And I feel like these apps I know people that have met someone from like Tinder and Hinge, but most of them are like, I feel like they are like hookup apps, low key. I need to also get on Raya. I'm still not been accepted for that, but need to get on Raya. Coachella outfits. How long did you have time to prepare for your Coachella outfits? So, oh my God. So my Coachella outfits this year, freaking 8. Like, I slayed this year. Like, I prepared in like 2 weeks. I gave myself 2 weeks to prepare. Should have given myself longer. Next year, I probably won't do it, but next year I'll be more prepared. Probably won't be. But I had 2 weeks to prepare. I reached out to these 2 designers who made me my 2 amazing outfits. Then the third outfit was designed by me, and wow, like it was such a process. I had to get measured. I had to do like fittings, but the final pieces came together. Only thing I would say is I wish I thought about the weather, because it was so freaking hot in my green leather outfit. Like, I genuinely felt like I was gonna pass out. Like, it was so hot. Like, my ass was wet. Like, everything was just wet. Like, my legs were wet. Like, it was so hot. And I remember I just had to have ice lollies the whole day, because it was like, I think it was like 45 degrees heat at Coachella. And like, I was wearing a leather outfit. Send immediate help. The outfit looked cute. The pictures were fire. And Lady Gaga made my Coachella experience. I'm so happy she brought back that like crazy Lady Gaga era, because that's the Gaga I grew up watching. Like, the crazy goo goo, like poker face. Like, she played all of her old bangers too. So shout out to Gaga for bringing back the Gaga that I grew up watching, because I was really hoping like she wasn't going to play all of her new album, because I didn't really know it. So I'm happy that she played all of her old songs. Have you got any advice for not knowing what to do in future after college? There is so much pressure in school. Like, whoa, like my brother's 15, he's about to do GCSEs, and they're already asking him, like, what do you want to do? Which I get, that's an important question. But I feel like 9 times out of 10, like, no one actually does what they say they're going to do in school, because you end up just changing career. Like, once you go out in the real world, like, you find new opportunities. Like, did I say when I was younger I wanted to be a social media influencer? No. I think I said I wanted to be a lawyer. Like, that did not work. Like, I think there's just so much pressure in school. So I would just say, I wish if I could go back in time to school time, I wish I did subjects that I genuinely enjoyed. I feel like there was a lot of pressure, like, at the time to like, to do subjects to make my parents proud and to make them like think that I was really, really smart. So I did like history, sociology and politics in like A-level period. And I think it was just to like make out to like my parents that like I was really smart. But like I just wasn't really passionate about those subjects. So I didn't really do the best in them. If I could go back, I would have gone and maybe done like a makeup special effects course, so I could have had like a bit of a background in makeup. Because like everything I do now is like all self-taught. Like I never have done a makeup class. I've just taught myself how to do makeup from just like watching YouTube videos. So I would say if I have any advice is to not put too much pressure on yourself, because there's always going to be opportunities out there. I think it's about who you know, and like networking is so important. Like you have to network with loads of people. It's about who you know. It's about, I think putting yourself out there as well is a really good way to like find yourself new opportunities. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself, because like at the end of the day, like you're so young, and I wish there wasn't that much pressure on me at that age, because I feel like you get stressed out about these exams, and it's just like they don't actually define you, unless you want to be a doctor or something, but maybe it does. But anything else, I think just have fun with it. Do subjects that you actually enjoy, because you'll do good at those subjects. That was really good advice. Slay me. I keep moisturizing and my skin is still dry and I'm hydrating. What do I do? Okay, so I would say, so you keep moisturizing and my skin is still dry and I'm hydrating. Depends what moisturizer you're using. So you have really, really dry skin, so do I. So I make sure I always use a hyaluronic acid serum before I do my moisturizer, just because that's going to give my skin extra hydration. So make sure you're using a really good serum and a moisturizer. If your skin is so dry, try Weleda. Weleda is in Boots. Like it's hidden in stores though, but it is like literally cement. Like it is so glowy. Like she is thick. She is a thick moisturizer. But if you have really, really dry skin, couldn't recommend Weleda enough. Like it's such a good moisturizer. Monica loves it. We love it. I mean, I love it, but my skin, like, I feel like it's too moisturizing for me. My skin isn't that dry, but if you love that glowy look, or if you have really, really dry skin, you could even use it as a primer. Try Weleda. It is such a good moisturizer if you have really, really dry skin. And make sure you're using a serum as well. Serums really, really help. I think anything with hyaluronic acid, I personally love Ole Henriksen at the minute. They're such a good brand. And they're also like they're not like very high in perfumes and stuff. How do you start a podcast and etc.? So, how do you start a podcast? I guess just like reach out to a team of people and High Spirit Studios. Like, I've always wanted to do a podcast. Like, I was very, very inspired by Sisters in a City, Madam Joyce. Like, I used to watch their pod all the time, and I just felt like there is no one like me doing it. Like a boy in makeup, looking like this, glam, hiya. There's no one like this. There's no one like me doing it. So I was like, I feel like there was a space for me to do my thing and to interview exciting celebs and like get their insight on the shows they've been on. And I think to start a podcast, like you could do a whole set and make it all pretty like I did. Thank God I'm able to do this. But I think honestly, like it technically when you deep it is literally like you're just talking to yourself with like a mic. You just mic, camera, and yourself really, and some guests if you want to have guests. That's the best way to start. I would say just go for it. That's what I did. I just went for it. And I'm so happy I did because it's like nice to know, like, I now know, like, what if I didn't? Like, I always was like, it was always a question of like, what if I don't do it? So I'm happy I did it because I think the results and like how it's all come together it's been amazing. And I'm very, very grateful. Like the TikToks are doing so well. And I think it's gone down a different route. I think we wasn't expecting to do so many guest interviews with all of these amazing influencers and like celebrities, but I think I love it because I can really bounce off someone. How was your experience in school? So my experience in school, not to put a downer on the energy, girl, my experience in school was rough. I was bullied a lot in school, but I'm very grateful for the teachers that I had that was around me because they really helped me through that. I don't know if I would have been able to have done that without the teachers, my friends. Like I joined the popular girl group ASAP because I just was like, the bullying is too much, because I was like, it was just chaos. Being a brown boy going into like a school, which is like literally, I was the minority. Like I think I was like the only boy of color in my whole entire school, and also being the only gay one. Like I didn't know I was gay until like year 9, but I feel like everyone clocked on that I was. So I always got asked that in like year 7 and year 8. So school was really difficult for me because I didn't really know who I was, and I think everyone was just throwing these names at me and I didn't really know if that was me. So school was difficult, but I got through it, and I had the best friends that I'm still friends with now that we grew up together in school. But school was hard, and do you know what? Like I just think you have to surround yourself with like good people, good friends that are going to be there to stick up for you. And I wouldn't change like the bullying, and I wouldn't change how bad school was, because it's really made me so confident. And it's really, I feel like now, like I've heard everything. Like the comment section like that I get now, like my comment section is vile, but I think if I didn't go through that in school, it wouldn't make me the person that I am today. So I feel like it's made me a lot stronger, to where that when I see comments now, I literally don't even care. Like I just like, oh right, okay, batty man, oh, heard it all before. Do you know what I mean? I've heard it so many times. So things like that don't bother me as much. And I think that's due to school. Like I think it made me the person that I am today. If you are going through stuff, I'm going to send you all my love, and make sure you reach out to your teachers, your parents, let someone know, because I think I didn't tell anyone for a long time because my parents didn't know I was gay. So it was like I kept it a secret for a long time. So let someone know, because they will help you through it. A secret you have never told the media, like a private story. Okay, so what is a private story? This isn't really a private story because I've already spoke about it, but I feel like this is a great question just to speak about something that has been all over my TikTok page at the minute, is about my sugar daddy. So story time of how, let's do a little story time of how my sugar daddy bought me a £6,000 Louis Vuitton bag. Guys, I'm so happy my best friend was there, because if I was by myself, none of you would have believed me. But my best friend was there to back up my story, and this millionaire man bought me a £6,000 Louis Vuitton bag. Here she is. She's so pretty. And I'm going to tell you guys how it all happened. So I went to the airport. This was like literally the flights to Coachella. So me and my best friend, we are on our way to Coachella. I said to her, the last trip we was on, I said, the next time we go away together, I am going to buy us, no, I'm not going to buy us. I'm going to buy myself one. I'm going to buy myself a passport holder from Louis Vuitton, because I was like, my passport is battered. Like she has been through it. So I was like, I am going to buy myself a passport holder. So this was our next trip. My mindset was on the passport holder from Louis Vuitton. They're like £200 or something. It was really, really cute. So we went to the YSL store first because she wanted to have a look at the YSL passport holders. Then we went to the Louis Vuitton store, and I found my passport holder, and I also found my sugar daddy that was he's saved on my phone as Airport Daddy. And so basically Airport Daddy was looking at loads of bags and he was debating whether he should get a feminine bag or a masculine bag. And I said, oh, I think you should get well, he was giving me the eye the whole entire time. And I was like, Colleen, he's giving me the eye, he's looking at me. And Colleen thought like, oh, like, is he like giving like the rude eye? Is he like wanting to like beef me? Because I was like, maybe just, I think he just wasn't giving like one with the gays. So Colleen thought he was trying to beef me, but I was like, no, like he's giving me the eye. And I was giving him the eye back because obviously he was in Louis Vuitton. And so I was giving the eye back. And then he was like, what bag should I get? Is it a masculine bag or a feminine bag? And I was like, so he was getting like a bag for like his like work. And I was like, oh, I would maybe say get the masculine bag. It was like a black bag. And the other bag was more of like a handbag. So I was like, so I said, get the masculine bag because I feel like the handbag is something that I would normally wear. And then we had like a little chit chat of like where I'm from, where I'm going. He was traveling to India that day and he was traveling to Dubai the next day. He was sponsoring Coachella. This man had so much money, like he had Rolexes all over, like oh my god, it was like, and he was also buying a really expensive bag. Like he wasn't buying like the monogram like bags. He was buying like a Louis Vuitton suitcase. Like those are expensive, and I think he was really grateful for the advice I gave him. So he, well, yeah, and then so next thing you know, he's like, "What do you want?" And I said, "Oh my gosh." The bag was literally in front of me. She was in front of me. So it's so funny because when we walked into the store, I was like, oh my God, Colleen, that bag is so bit of me. And it was this bag here. But like, never would I think I wouldn't buy that bag because girl, $6,000, no way. So, and then so I bought my passport holder. He asks me, what do I want from the store? My first mind is thinking, oh, let me get sunglasses because let me not take the piss. Let me be a bit more, let me be a bit demure, like, let me be a bit respectful. And then the bag was in front of me and I just thought, like, go for it. So I just said, that bag? Like, that bag? I'm smiling. And next minute, you know it, he's like, okay, like, round it up. And then I'm really chatting with him. And yeah, bless him. We took a selfie together and he bought me a £6,000 Louis Vuitton bag. And I have been messaging him since, but nothing's really happened, I think. And then he stopped replying. I think he might have seen my TikTok videos. I don't know. I can't believe it happened. Like, even to this day, I'm like, what? Like, that would only everyone kept saying that would only happen to me. And I don't know, that's never happened to me before. But yeah, Airport Daddy, slay. Thank you very much, Airport Daddy, if you watch the pod. Thank you for my new 6K bag. I've not really worn her out much because whenever I wear it out, she does get a lot of attention. Everyone's like, oh my God, is that the bag? And I'm like, yeah, she's the bag. So I wear her maybe to like restaurants and stuff, but she's a really, really cute bag. Oh gosh, this bag's been to Coachella. I was thank God I didn't bring it to Coachella with me. Like I was thinking, do I wear it with one of my outfits? But no, she is too pretty to be worn to Coachella. And it's so funny because when I was in the store and he was buying me that bag, I just saw loads of girls like just from around the room just like eyeing him up too. And I was thinking, bitch, eyes off. This is my moment. This is my bag. Like you can go next. Right now, this is my moment. For like hours after, we were like, what the fuck just happened? And yeah, I'm just so happy my best friend was there because I know if I said it myself, none of you would believe me. Like, how was your coming out? Like, I don't even know how to come out. I really need your help, Will. I'd appreciate it so much. So this is a very, very big topic about like coming out and stuff. And I always have been very open about the fact that like coming out wasn't easy. It was very difficult, but like genuinely when I tell you it gets better, I think you just have to come out because I overheard this story time when I was on a date with this guy and he was telling me that one of his cousins is like 35 and he's never come out to his parents. He lives with his parents. And I'm just like, you have to just live your life. Like, why? Like, don't waste your time because it's like, at the end of the day, I get it that parents have beliefs and religions like mine did too, but you have to live your truth and you can't stop that from living your life. Like, you have to just be you. And I think it's really sad that he was living till 35 and had never came out. Like, you have to just live your life. And I came out really early on because it was just so bait. Like, it was so, like, I was so clearly gay. But like, when I asked my mum, I'm like, my mum genuinely believes that I was straight. And I find that, I'm like, girl, like, did you have like blinkers on? Like, what? Like, everyone in school knew. I freaking knew. Like, it's one of those things that you just can't hide yourself, and you just have to be I would say if I have any advice for anyone that's like coming out and stuff, just be surrounded with friends. If there are helplines out there as well that can help you through it. When I went through mine, I was with all of my friends. I wasn't actually home for like, I think like a month or so when I came out. Like I stayed at my best friend's house, then I stayed at my next best friend's house, and it was just like a rotation of like who was gonna have Will for the week. And then my mum eventually called me and was like, oh, like, you have to come home now, and then we all sorted it out. I feel like the past 3-4 years has been like the best it's ever been. Like I really feel like I can be myself around my parents. Like we go out and I'm in full glam and I've got my nails on. Not today though, but normally I have my nails on, and like it's really nice to be able to see how accepting they are. And even like for us, like a macho Peruvian man, which is my dad, like he's never seen this before. Like I'm literally the only gay person in the whole family. Like he's never seen it before. I'm very proud of the fact that he has been able to come to terms with it and actually owns it and embraces it. Like we go out anywhere for food and stuff, and he's always telling the staff, oh yeah, my son's famous on TikTok. Like he loves it. He thinks he's famous now. He loves letting everyone know that his son's on TikTok and he's all of this stuff. So I mean, it makes me really happy that he's able to embrace my job, because that was also like another thing. I think my parents found it really difficult to understand my job, because yeah, like you're doing makeup and you're doing it on social media, but like how are you making money from this? But now they know. That's my advice for anyone that's coming out. It's a difficult one because everyone's story is so different, but I think you just have to surround yourself with friends, and just, it's the hardest thing to do, but you got this. Have you ever lied for money? No. Maybe no. I think no. Like I haven't really. When I first started working as an influencer, I feel like maybe I wasn't, maybe I just did anything to just get paid. Like, for example, I remember this one time I did an ad for these like Neuropods, and I probably didn't even find them good. Did I use them again? Probably not. But like, it was like the only way I was making money, because I left my job, because I was genuinely, I was about to get fired from my job because I think my time was done. Like I worked for Morphe for like three-ish years, and I think my time was done. So I left before I was about to get fired. And then I joined my management, and then we were just genuinely taking, I think, any jobs that would come, because I wasn't that big of a creator. So it was like I would like cry if it was like a £200, £100 deal. Like it'd be like we'd be like, oh my god, we made it. So yeah, definitely at the start probably wasn't as like honest about my reviews and stuff. I guess it was just more about like, girl needs to get paid, like she needs something. So yeah, that's probably when I started lying. But now it's like I feel like I've built such a community of like followers, and the beauty boys and girlies know when I speak about something, and I don't want to ever ruin that trust. So I would never promote something I'm not passionate about. Like for example, like I get reached out to like quite a lot of like self-tan brands, but I would only ever work with Bondi Sands, because that is the only brand that I actually use for tan. Like I'm a bronze babe because of Bondi Sands. Like you wouldn't see me using any other tan, and it's because I've been using Bondi since day one. So if you were to see me like promoting another fake tan brand, it just would feel so not authentic, because like, well, you're known for wearing Bondi, and I wouldn't wear it. So that's why I wouldn't wear anything else or work with any other brand, no matter how much they were going to pay me, just because I'm so loyal to Bondi Sands, because I'm a Bondi babe. Something you've never told the media. Oh my god, okay guys, I actually wrote this one up from my TikTok live, and something that I've never told the media, but I tell everyone now, like, you know when you do those like games where it's like 2 truths, 1 lie? This is one of the most craziest truths. I'm banned in Russia. I am banned in Russia. So I get a YouTube notification every month telling me that I'm banned from Russia. And I think it's from Russia, another country. I could probably just find it now. But it's Russia. Russia has actually said I cannot enter their country because, I don't know. I think obviously because of my content. And I think in that country, they have banned all like LGBT propaganda and like any like gay activism, like that's just completely banned. So my content is seen as gay propaganda in that country. So I'm banned in Russia. So that's something to tell the grandkids, I guess. I'm banned in Russia. Guten Tag. I know that's not even Russian. That's German. That's not even that is German. But I mean, I would love to know. Oh my god, help! I would never go to Russia, but I would love to like. What would actually happen if I tried to enter the borders? I think it would flag up. Monica would have an anxiety panic attack. I would be in Russian prison. I would kill the fashion. Oh my God, the fur hat. Yes, that vodka. Like that's very Russian. Like that's giving Russia to me. Like the hats, the fur coats. I would kill the fashion, but I wouldn't be allowed into the country. So yeah, that's one fun fact. I am banned in Russia. So yeah, I think all of my content as well, like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, my content is officially like banned. Like no one in Russia can ever see my videos, and I can't enter the country, which is fun. So I won't be going to Russia anytime soon. What's the update on your sugar daddy? So we've spoken a little bit, but like there's not really much of an update. I think he's just so busy. Like this man travels all around the world. He is a multi-millionaire. So yeah. There's not really much of an update with that one. Someone asked on my Instagram was, I'm not close with my best friend's boyfriend. If you are not close with your best friend's boyfriend, that is an issue because like my best friend's my life. Like I have to be really close with my best friend's boyfriend. Like the way that I am with my friends as boyfriends, like we're all so close, and I feel like my best friends really cherish the fact that if their boyfriends wasn't okay with me, they wouldn't be with their boyfriend because our friendship means that much. But also like I feel like I'm one of those people that like it'd be really hard to not like me because I just get along with anyone. I just get along with like, yeah, like, so I think it's really weird when I hear people say they're not close with their best friend's boyfriends, because I'm just like, that's just weird. That's a red flag. And if your best friend doesn't want to introduce your boyfriend to you, that's also an issue. Like what is going on in the relationship for you to not know who their boyfriend is? I think that's so important. So yeah, let me know what you think about that one. I really want to know what everyone's opinion is. Would you introduce your boyfriend to your best friend? Like, comment down below. I really like my boyfriend, my boy best friend, but he's long distance. How do I make a move? I think genuinely you just have to make it clear. You have to just be upfront, because what is there to lose? I know like we all have anxiety when it comes to rejection, but with the guy that I'm speaking to now, I just had to lay it on thick and say, what is this? Are we friends? Are we best friends? Is this just a bit of fun? Like, what is the vibe? You have to find out what the vibe is, because if you don't know, you're going to get hurt. You have to know what his intentions are, what your intentions are, what you both want from each other. I think the best thing is just to let each other know what you're both looking for. If he's not looking for a long-term thing and you are, then he's not your person. So that's my best advice. Oh my God, that was a really good dating advice from me. What? We need a love life update. Okay, you guys love the love life update, please. Love life update, please. Okay, I've told you guys I'm dating someone. Probably in the next week when I film this, I'll be crying saying we're not together anymore. But for now, I am dating someone. I'm really happy. Only thing I would say is the fact that, is it normal for a guy that you're dating to always be so bantery with you? Like, I get the banter, like I get it. I get you can like take the piss out of me, but there's also like a line of where like I also want you to like have a minute where you can be really real and we can have deep conversations without you having to constantly dig me out about. I know like, but I think it's because I'm also a Cancer, like I'm very emotional, but I'm also just like, I like the banter. Like the banter like is fun, but it's also just like there needs to also be a bit of seriousness to it. So yeah, is it normal to be talking to someone that always throws shade? Comment down below. Any GCSE tips? Revise. Don't revise like me. I revise, I think, of the week of. Fun fact, I actually did okay in my GCSEs. I got like C's. Wait, that's not even the thing anymore, is it? It's not. It's like 6s and 9s. Yeah. Oh my God. So, I mean, I'll just say what I got, but you can translate it in the comments if you want. But I in my GCSEs, I think I got like an A star in drama, an A in Spanish, a B in sociology, a C in English, a C in maths, and oh, my science. Oh my God. My science, guys, I said since day one, science was not for me. So I said to my teacher, this is just not my subject. I'm not going to be the next scientist. I'm just here for the banter. Like, it's just, I'm going to take, I just knew that subject was not for me. Like oxygen, all of that shit. It's just not, no. Carbon dioxide, just not for me. Like I was here for the Bunsen burners, like doing that with the fire. That was me. I just wasn't here for science. It just was not my subject. I loved a bit of biology, but it just wasn't for me. Like that is just not for me. And I think I got This is really bad. You in chemistry, E in biology, and I think ungraded in physics. That's a fun fact. Yeah, I think overall I got like an E in science because of my coursework. Oh my God, they don't even do coursework anymore now, I've heard. That is so tea. Coursework, if I didn't have coursework, I would have failed everything because coursework was the best thing ever. So I do feel sorry for the kids that didn't have coursework. Because now it's 100% exams, which is wild. That I didn't do well in science, but it just wasn't my subject. But drama, Spanish, sociology, those are my subjects. Okay, let's talk about some hot topics. So, oh, guys, these are some crazy hot topics at the minute. First one being is Whitney and Locken have broken up. Hot topic. I love Whitney so much, so I'm really happy that I really love them both. I think I love them together. I've met them a few times. They're lovely people. I just genuinely I can't imagine, like, going through a breakup is hard, but going through a breakup in the public eye, like, it's the opinions, it's like everyone's watching everything. Like, the minute they broke up, it was like all over Shade Borough. Like, just let people be in a relationship. Like, public relationships, I just don't get, because the minute you start posting your relationship online, like, everyone is watching, everyone is wanting to find out what's going on. Like, if you don't post, everyone thinks you've broken up. But with them, there was on like Love Island, so they kind of had to keep, they had no choice. They was already in the public eye. But like, I strongly regret, when I was in my first relationship, I put him on my TikTok. I regret it so much because not now, but like, I remember like when I broke up with him, people were like, oh, like, where is he? Like, where is he gone? Bitch, he's gone. So, yeah, but it's really funny because I overheard that the other day that he still gets recognized as like my ex, which is kind of iconic. Sorry, not sorry. like you actually can't get rid of me. So yeah, I would like to also just like, I think the comments under what Whitney's been going through at the minute, they are so vile. I think unfortunately this is just with one of those shows, like she was on Inside too, and I think the audience for that is very men and like not really like the girlies and the gays, but I watched it because of Whitney, and Mandy as well. Like, that's the reason why I watched Inside too. But I think it's just super sad that like people, when it comes to like attacking someone, it goes towards racism and the fact that she's a woman, and I think it's horrible. And I feel like, yeah, we love you, Whitney, on the podcast. If you ever want to come on the podcast, please, we'd love Whitney on the podcast. Another hot topic is Jack won Big Brother. So to Big Brother, I am so happy. I was actually rooting for him. I love Danny Beard, obviously, but I was rooting for Jack just because it's like, he was just so himself and so northern. And yeah, I loved him. He was so iconic, and I'm really, really happy he won Celebrity Big Brother. I was actually rooting for him. Me and my best friend, we watch Big Brother every year. We love the show, and we were both rooting for him. So Chris Hughes and Jojo Siwa. So if you guys don't know, Chris Hughes and Jojo Siwa were on Celebrity Big Brother. They got very, very close. Everyone online was talking about it. Everyone was thinking this is really inappropriate. And basically, the minute Jojo Siwa comes out of Big Brother, she breaks up with their partner, which is like, I think everyone was picturing it to happen. And then the partner went on TikTok and made a whole 4-minute video, deletes the video, which I think is a bit dumb because obviously someone's going to save that and screen record that. But I can't believe they're not together anymore. I think that's crazy. But can believe it as well at the same time. But also, like, I see both sides. I feel like, yes, if you was in a relationship with like Jojo, watching that on TV would be a lot. Like the scratching of the back, they were very, very close and intimate. But then I'm also just like, the fact that you went on TikTok and posted a video slating your partner, your ex, is wild to me. Like, that you don't do that in relationships. You don't go online and just start saying, oh, this person's this. Like, and at the end of the day as well, Jojo is like 20, I think she's like 21, and I think their partner is like 27. So Jojo's young, like, you know, she's still got many more relationships to go through. So I feel like that was really bad. Yeah. That's my opinion on it. The London Marathon was on the other day. So I overheard that people shit themselves during the London Marathon. And vomit and and all of this stuff, and that's not cute. Apparently it's disgusting. If you've done the marathon, can you please confirm or deny, do people actually shit their pants while they're doing the marathon? I wouldn't recommend wearing white if you're doing it. If this gets 10k likes, I'll do the marathon next year. I'll start training now. Lord is back. Oh my gosh, she's been gone for like 10 years and she's back. Came out so Charlie XCX was performing at Coachella and she brought out Lord. And it was just like, it was kind of iconic because it was like, Lord, where have you been? Like, she's back. But I didn't really like her outfit, but I actually do like her music. I love her new song. It's really cool. The Traitors celebrity lineup. I love this lineup. I think the new Traitors this year is going to be one of the biggest TV shows because the lineup is so good. You got Alan Carr, you got Kat Burns. Like, the lineup for this year's Traitors, it's so good. And I have some insider tea because I know a few people that are on it. So they're filming it right now and it comes out in September, which is so exciting. And so I know someone that's on the show, and they're saying that they basically told me that they actually like can't even reach out to them. They get 5 minutes a day to speak to like anyone from home. So yeah, I can't wait. I freaking love the Traitors. So you guys know this. Oh my God. So I also saw on TikTok today. So there's a really big TikToker called Kayla. I actually met her at Coachella. She has recently just gone through a domestic violence relationship, and she's left that relationship now, and she's documented now like that whole period. And I'm so hooked on that TikTok in a minute because it's crazy, because it's like there were so many signs from her videos about like what she was going through, and oh my God. So this is what I saw on TikTok today, was the fact that apparently James Charles was messaging Kayla's ex-partner at the time. And yeah, and I feel like I love James, but if that's actually true, then I'm actually so disappointed, because yeah, just no, that's just not on. I feel like there's only so many chances someone can get as a creator, and like they've definitely blown them. And I'm a fan. We're now going into summer, and I feel like summer makeup is coming. Okay, glowiness is what I'm here for. When it's summer, like really, really hot, I don't really want to wear that much makeup. So I'm very much thinking about the SPF skin tints. Make sure you're wearing your SPF Garnier. So freaking good. And also I love the Caudalie SPF. Love her. I think it's just about making sure you're wearing your SPF, making sure your makeup is super, super glowy. And yeah, I personally love the e.l.f. Halo Glow as like a foundation. Love her. And I don't really wear that much makeup when it's summer. I just use a bit of like bronzer, SPF, a bit of skin tint, and that's about it. Lip on the lips. Oh, freckles always. Makeup hack, well, kind of like fake tan hack. The other day I did freckles as with my tan. It freaking worked. So guys, girls, if you guys want like fake freckles, use fake tan and like a skinny tiny brush and draw them on. I woke up the next day, I had freckles all over my face, and no one would know because they look so freaking real. So that's another hack. And also another hack that I've been doing recently. So I know like the liner right now is kind of fun because it's like black and white, but I actually fucked up my liner. So I did like a white here and a white above, but you wouldn't know. It's giving graphic liner. Anyways, my love, that is the end of the episode. That is my first ever solo pod. I want to make sure you guys subscribe, comment down below, and who do you guys want to see next on the pod? Let me know. I love you guys. Bye.